Okay, a lot of us have been approached to buy a store credit card from a large retailer that sells firearms. And I'm just going to give you guys a no BS truth about all this. Okay, for starters, they'll entice you with rewards and things like that, and they are sometimes they have to make a quota of a certain amount of people signing up for cards, or they could get fired. In other situations, they just get a lot of props from their bosses or some sort of incentive for signing up for that card. Usually, these cards uh, tempt you to spend a lot of money right away, and then you don't have to pay it off, and then the interest rate on the card is just ridiculously high. So I'm not 100% sure about this, but if let's say you have limited or no credit or bad credit, and you can't get a regular credit card, but you can get a store card, that's the only situation you should get one ever. And that's so that you can build your credit back up and get to a better level eventually. Okay? Now, here's the other situation. If you really, really, really like a certain store and just really want to support them and be loyal to them, get their store card. That's a great way to do it. Now I'm going to give you three amazing credit cards that have no annual fee and usually have a sign-on, um, which is about $100 to $150 free money if you spend around 500 to 1,000. And they have no annual fees, and they give you great rewards back, usually more rewards back on just everyday purchases than you can even get through the store loyalty programs. These are some top rated cards I'm going to go over in a second. Okay, so basically, let's say you want a $1,000 AR, you might want to consider one of these cards, sign up for it, and get that $1,000 AR because they're going to give you that offer, which isn't always happens. You know, sometimes they'll have the offer, sometimes they won't. So you should wait till they have an offer of getting, like I said before, $100 to $150 back. I'm going to throw one other thing back before I show you these three cards. Two of these banks are on a boycott list because they have done anti-gun activity, and it is going to be Citibank and Bank of America. So let's go through these cards now. The first one is the Citibank, which is an anti-gun company, outspokenly, um, and it gives you 1% back on all your purchases and 1% back as you pay them. Okay, and it'll sometimes have a sign-on bonus to where you have to, make a certain amount of purchases in a certain amount of time and get 150 back, which you could easily do buying a gun. Next is, so this one will basically give you 2% back on everything, which is awesome. Okay, no annual fee too. But bad anti-gun company. The next one is another outspoken anti-gun company, which will usually, they have some sort of offer, get 100 to 150 on this. 3% back at the gas station. That's amazing. If you're somebody who drives a lot, this one will drive you into really good rewards. Okay. No annual fee as well. This third one, there's several grades of this card, so you're going to want to see which one's best for you, because one has an annual fee, but if you spend a lot of money, it could be worth it. But this one, the Blue Cash Every Day, guys, food is getting really expensive. Earn 150 back after you spend $1,000 in the first 3 months. Guys, that's an AR build right there. This one gets you 3% back at the supermarket. Really, really good incentive, because a lot of people, they spend a lot of money on food. I mean, this would be the one that I would recommend if you're going to go with one of these. I would recommend having all three of them at the same time, and then at the end of the day, 2% on everything you buy, 3% back on gas, 3% back on the grocery store. Those are two very expensive categories of things that you're getting money back from. It's almost like having a certificate of deposit or something. But if you're going to choose one, definitely this American Express one is the best I could think of. That's all for now, guys. And let me know if there's a credit card that gives you money back when you go out to eat. That would be another really good one that has no annual fee. Guys, don't be tricked by buying a store card. Okay, these 3 cards that I mentioned, unless you're trying to boycott these banks, which would probably be a good idea, are the 3 best ones I could think of. For getting your first gun or just getting more money on the side to get to buy ammo or something. Thank you guys. Take care.